Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday night principal call brought to you by DE and Band of Brothers all over the world. I'm Dawn Maynard here in Charleston, South Carolina, and we are very excited for both tonight's talk and all the things that are going on. I was just talking to Kat, and for the October DE, that is October 17th through the 20th. Don't listen to me. October 24th through the 27th. Heavens to Betsy. The DE is going to be amazing. We have our gala. And so we are going to be celebrating our 60th anniversary on that Saturday night. Your registration does not get you into the gala. Your registration gets you into DE, and then you must register and buy a ticket for the gala separately. Those are two separate things. I'm being told that those gala tickets are going very, very fast. I'm being told that registration is booking and the numbers are getting higher and higher and higher. And so that means you must call the Marriott Perimeter Center and book that room also for October 24th through the 27th. And it's going to be a very big weekend. We are going to have ourselves a wonderful time. Elizabeth Russell's going to be there. So you know it's going to be a party. She is all in. We cannot wait to see you all there. Don't forget to go to lifede.com so that you can look at all the extra things that maybe you can donate. You can be included in the journal with a full half or a business card size either note to DE or write a little something about what DE's done for you, or even just a picture of someone who's made a big impact on you at DE. I don't know, that just came off the top of my head. Anyway, so there are a lot of things to do between now and then, so make sure you cross all your T's, dot all your I's, and get ready. It's going to be wonderful. Our speaker tonight just said she's got her tickets. She's ready to go. She's got her tickets for the gala. She's got her plane booked. She's got her hotel booked because she is on fire. She is from California, so it is a big deal for her to make this trip out to Atlanta, Georgia for these things. So her dedication, her love for the principal is just big. And she is a sweet, wonderful woman, and I cannot wait to hear what Melissa Crago has to say. So Melissa, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday night. I'm definitely a little nervous tonight. I haven't spoken in a while. Been on quite a journey in the last few years. Somebody was talking at this last DE about what are the most popular limiting beliefs, and one of them being not enough. And so that's, as I was coming into preparing for speaking, that feeling of not enough was welling up, and I was feeling nervous, and I was going to cancel, and I was I should get somebody else. But I sat with it, I calmed down, I wrote some notes, and hopefully I know every time I have spoken, somebody has been touched, and every speaker that I've listened to has touched me in a special way. So I hope I touch into your hearts special tonight. Right before the last DE, I got a picture of the DE text line from Miriam, and it was a quote from me that said, if you don't love yourself enough, if you can come to DE and get loved by all of these people. During school, I had a speeder board, and I wrote the quote, "Let love through you." When I get onto the calls in the morning, for me, it's 6:45 in the morning, but I think it's 8:45 or 9:45 for you guys. I love when Andy gets on and he does a mantra about love is my master, love is my primary technique, letting the love flow through you. So I imagine it like a fountain. If you've got like one of those little bubbly fountains, you have to fill up enough water for it to start flowing for itself. And that was sort of that image, is like love can love through you. And DE is a place that you can come get your cup filled so that your fountain continuously flows on its own. So as I was meditating, sort of feeling what I should share with you guys tonight, the word congruence came up for me. I heard a talk years and years ago. Somebody talked about having congruence in their life. We've heard from the stage many times, God, family, chiropractic. And for many, many years, my family life was not congruent with my office life. So I want to share some stories of the cycles that I went through, in hopes that maybe if anybody is going through this, that will give them some strength to move through it. I separated for the last time out of a very unhealthy relationship about 2.5, 3 years ago. And I think I was addicted to an unhealthy person. I was in love, we had a child, and I was addicted to hope and to delusion, and hoping that tomorrow would be better if I just tried enough. And so we cycled and cycled and cycled. And so sometimes I think what makes us great practitioners isn't always the strongest suit to play in every situation. I heard a lot of, and as I have started to heal from it, I've been able to go back and reflect on these moments, and to start to heal those wounds. So, and DE has been a big part of staying afloat and staying in a loving place. There was times when we would come out to DE, and I remember taking a walk with Megan Afshar and just like having like screaming fights on the phone. There was times where I was told that my son would know how selfish I was, and he would abandon me and I would be alone. I was told chiropractic is a scam. I was told Logan, because of the way that I parented him, would end up in jail. I was told that his failures were because I didn't support him. I was told I was a selfish, ignorant narcissist. And when you go through cycles and you get warped into this world, sometimes you start to believe it. Sometimes you doubt yourself and you become disconnected from friends, from family, from community, and you don't often reach out for support. You don't make those calls, and you sort of get more and more and more isolated because you can't continue to live in that world, because people around you will tell you that it's not good. I remember talking with somebody one time. I said, our relationship, we're not ascending mountains. We are just really trying to make it to base camp. And I'm not sure that we ever really did. And then there was a moment of clarity. I remember picking him up from the airport, and he was going on and on and on. And there was just this moment where I was like, I've had enough, because I am enough. And from that, it took about 2 years from that moment of shift to push out and to stay out, and to start to heal. And so I encourage anybody who is struggling with not enough, that no one can do it for you. And at whatever point in the journey that you get your clarity, but the more clear you are, the more you fill up your cup, you will get to that point of clarity and believe in yourself and believe that you are enough and that you are worthy of something better. And then there was about a year of surrendering to maybe just being alone was better. And having sort of surrender and doing more clarity work. I read 2 books, one called Who's in Your Room, one called If You're So Smart, Why Aren't You Happy? And it continued to strengthen congruence, because I wanted congruence, support in the home. When you're not supported in your home and you are struggling against it, you are exhausted and it is hard to continue to love and to serve. You do the best that you can through it. And hopefully you rise to the top. When you're, so the more that you can get clarity is when you start to listen to that voice within. That voice within me told me it was not right, that I should get out, but I didn't have the strength or the clarity to do it. So the more that you can get quiet, the more that you can get clear, the more you can listen and strengthen that voice again, because as you struggle against yourself, you're struggling against the guidance of God, and it is exhausting. So being the leaves in the stream, it's a constant process of slipping and checking and allowing yourself to grow. I am now in a new relationship, and now what I get to hear is, you're a great mom. You are a great chiropractor. I was talking about having some struggles with teaching students or associates who are struggling to speak with authority or give care plans to patients. And my current partner, he's like, it's so simple. You are serving God's children. And I was just stunned to be in such a different place and hear such different things. It still stuns me every single day, and it raises me up, and it gives me more energy and allows me to pursue other things. And I wanted to touch into raising your children at DE. So one of the things that I have committed to since the last DE is trying to invigorate students at Life West. We used to have a little club of DE students when Nolan and Bree were coming through, and all of that group sort of graduated, and the student group hasn't continued. And so I have a client who just started chiropractic school in the last year. And so in the last month, we were able to get the first set of students over to my house, and I gave them Meadowlands, and I gave them Wake Up Humans books, and we're going to schedule to try to have like a monthly meeting, and we're going to try to get some Life West students out to DE again. And so that's the barbell that I'm currently trying to lift. And so I asked Logan, my son, I was like, why should we tell these students to come to DE? And he said, yes. He said, DE is like coming together as a chiropractic family. And I asked him, why should people get chiropractic? And he's like, it removes subluxations. And when you're aligned, you just have a happier life. And those moments when your kids come out with these gems, they don't always, sometimes it goes sideways and haywire. We've been like squabbling all afternoons since I picked him up from school today. But in those moments, you're like, oh man, like, I think I've done all right. I think I've done something right, where my kid, he has been coming to DE and he has been getting loved up. And he is seeing how chiropractic affects people's lives. He's come to the office. He feels the love. And so I wrote, is like, plan the work and work the plan. One thing that I wrote many, many years ago in one of the citizens of I can, I will, I must. It has been for me more the opposite. I must, I will, I can. I must because it is for humanity. I have a willingness to do the work, and I can. Sometimes we don't know that we can, and we have to work, and we have to get coaching, or we just have to continue to try, but it comes from a willingness. Perseverance is omnipotent, and I found that I can. And the barbell that I lift at any given moment, sometimes I feel like a very small fish in a very big pond. And I have talks with clients who are feeling that way, especially new moms, or they're feeling people who are overwhelmed, that have like the do something policy. Lift the barbell that is right for you in any given moment. And it might be different tomorrow, and it was definitely different yesterday. Commit to something in your life, set goals. And then as you reach them, set new ones and reach for higher heights. And I think that is all I have to share with you all tonight. So I love and appreciate you very much, and thank you for letting me share.